Okay, now I want to tell you about a project that I'm working on now. I have created this little bird feeding area outside my screen porch. And I have changed, I've had to reroute my brick path to work around that bird feeding station, and now I'm working on a path that goes from my screen porch out along this new enclosed rose arbor, and will go out through. It will go on out and come to that crossroads out there. Better Homes and Gardens has a good article about cottage gardens. It's the elements of a cottage garden. And one of the elements is a curved path. Yeah, that is probably one of the curviest paths that you'll ever see. Well, maybe not. But my garden is a labyrinth. It is a network of curved paths. They always are, because I just start putting bricks down or stones. In my Ozark Mountain garden, I had natural stones, and that was a delightful thing. They were heavy to lift, but I built waterfalls and all kinds of things with those stones. I'll post a link to that waterfall I made with the stones in the Ozarks. But here I'm using old bricks, and I'm coming out from my door, and I'm coming along through here and around, and I'll go out over that little place right there. Bird feeding stations, 2 bird feeding stations there, one back on that back fence, one behind me across from the door. I just looked on Facebook and saw a picture of this wall. Last year it was taken on July 1st. I'm going to create a post about this, and I'll put that picture. And I thought it looked good then, but it is just so much more gorgeous this year. These Cocosmia have been just exquisite. The red and green, I'll say this over and over again, are compliments. And these little splashes of red in these vast pools of green are just delightful. But anyway, but another thing that the elements of a cottage garden is vintage rustic materials. You're not trying to create a botanical garden of, a cottage garden and a gorgeous British botanical garden are 2 different types of animals. Cottage gardens stemmed from people who did not have the resources or the amount of land that the big gardens with the big gardeners created. So I'm sure that they have always had old vintage materials, rustic materials, and I use rustic materials every chance that I get in my garden. I had to find some more pictures, but this is an old iron fence that came from a cemetery. No, I did not steal it. I bought it from a salvage company. But if I have a choice between rustic and new, I'll always choose the rustic.